Hey there, folks. I want to welcome you to day number 17 of the 30 days to 10K. My name is James Ward, and I appreciate you taking the time to join me. Now, I will not be on camera today. We're going to do most of our work dealing with Facebook. Now, listen, if you haven't done days 1 through 16, I want you to please pause this and go back and start at day number 1, where you can build your foundation. You can learn and begin how you can go after different prospects, what it means to go after different prospects, the mindset you need to be the leader that people are following, knowing that you know 95% more than anybody out there, and how you can add value to the marketplace. And that's exactly what I'm going to try to do for you today. Actually, I'm not going to try. I'm going to do it for you here today. As you know, yesterday we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but that's okay. We're going to start right back here today, and we're going to get right back to Facebook and how you can begin to market. Now, if you remember yesterday, we talked about the different ways that you can market on Facebook, and the specific way that we talked about was through video views. Now, with that being said, I gave you an assignment. If you remember, you actually had 2 assignments last night. Number 1, if you did not have a Facebook ads campaign, I told you to go and set up a Facebook ads campaign. Now, whether you did it or not, I don't know, but if you didn't, you might want to pause this video because it's not going to do you any good until you take that step, okay? Now, if you haven't done that, you can go to YouTube, you can go to Google, pretty much anywhere you want, and you can search create a Facebook ads account. You will need to set it up. You will need to add your credit or debit card or PayPal account to it, and you need to make a commitment, as I said, at least spending $5 a day. Skip that Whopper at lunch, skip the Big Mac, whatever you eat, skip the coffee at Starbucks. Find $5 out of your day to start with. You know, if you have more than that, that's even better. But if you haven't, I don't have that much, I'm showing you a way today on Facebook that you can actually go out there and you can begin to market, you can begin to get some traffic, and you can do that through video. So with that being said, let's go ahead here back to Facebook, and let me share my screen with you really quick. Okay, I am now sharing my screen with you, and as you can see, you know, this is the video that I promoted just a few days ago. Actually, I guess it was about a week ago, and I did this specifically for this test group, right? Specifically for the 30-day challenge, to show you how truly easy it is to get traffic, because, you know, so many people out there, in my opinion, talk about how traffic is so hard to get. There's so many different traffic courses out there. There's a lot of people that are selling leads, and there's a lot of people that are just throwing money down the drain because the one thing that they don't have is a high converting offer. Now, we talked about that though, right? We've talked about how you can create a landing page for someone to land on, a lead magnet that will lead them to the value that you want to deliver on the thank you page, and then eventually, you know, introduce them to your product, service, or business, or what your ultimate goal is. Maybe you're a consultant trying to get someone to coach with you. You want to add some value. Whatever it is, there has to be a process in place there where they see that you care more about them, you know, than you do selling them a product or service. And once you gain their attention, once you gain their trust, once you gain their respect, and they see you as the leader that you want to be, at that point in time, guess what? Things start to begin to get better for you. You start to attract the people to your business that you want to do business with, rather than focusing on 1 or 2 people that might have came by through your funnel on accident, that you're talking to on the phone, begging them to join your business. Wouldn't it be cool if you had people actually chasing you? If you had so many leads and so much time or so little time to deal with those leads that you could not emotionally get attached to them, because that becomes the problem. You see, when you become emotionally attached to a lead, you may as well just chalk it up to you're not going to make a sale. If you only have 1 or 2 leads that you're dealing with on a daily basis, and you're calling them 5 or 6 times because they didn't answer their phone, they haven't called you back, or you talk to someone on the phone, you can't understand why they haven't signed up, and you keep hitting them, folks, that shows desperation. What you want to show is a posture of leadership, okay? So let's get into this Facebook advertising. Let's get into this marketing. And, you know, the ad that we've been talking about here is an ad that I created that was a video ad. We created an ad based on video views. And as I showed you yesterday, I got 74,392 people that actually viewed my video. Now, I'm going to tell you, as I told you yesterday, I did not set this campaign up with a call to action. I set this campaign up to show you how easy it is to get views and how inexpensive it is to get views as well. I only spent $82 and I got almost 75,000 people that viewed my video. That's a pretty good return on investment, I think, especially if your video has a call to action that's getting people to go to another website, that's getting people to learn more about your business, product, or service, or whatever it is. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to walk through the process here of setting up one of these video ads so you can really begin to understand how simple it truly is. So when you come to your ads manager, or you come to your account, you're actually going to land on your campaigns. Okay, now I've already clicked on one of the ads that I have my campaign, but it doesn't matter. Anytime you're in your ads manager, you can go right here to create an ad. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click create an ad. Now, let's hope for a second that Facebook does what it's supposed to today, and it looks like it's going to, okay? So when you're creating an ad, you really have to determine what type of ad you're going to, be putting out there. Are you wanting to get website clicks? Are you wanting to get people just to your website? Are you wanting to create leads for yourself through a landing page? What is it that you're wanting to do? Now, for what we're doing today, I'm going to show you how to get video views. Now, before I do that, though, okay, before I even get into that, I want to remind you of something, okay? If you are doing Facebook ads and you are sending people to any type of biz op, okay, any type of network marketing, internet marketing, biz op thing that they are going to be able to earn income from home, just plan on Facebook shutting you down. Okay, you're not going to be able to do that. That is why we create value on the front end. That's why we create a landing page that gives some type of value to these people. So when Facebook it goes and they check out your landing page, and maybe they even enter information to see your next page, right, your thank you page, there's nothing about a network marketing company. There's nothing right about direct selling. You're actually giving the value that you talked about, okay? And that's so important to when you're marketing your business. Now, I'll tell you this as well. If you are on Facebook, and this is just my opinion, if you're marketing a product out there, you need to make sure that you have enough earning potential with the leads that are coming through to benefit you from a profit standpoint as you start to attract people to you. So just keep that in mind as you're building your business. We're going to get more into that, and we're going to talk more in depth in that. But today, let's go ahead and let me help you create, and let me walk you through creating one of these video ads. So here we go. We're going to go to video views. We're just going to click that. And you can see that we can go down here, and you can definitely put in an email address if you would like to, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and hit continue, okay? Now, when I get to this page right here, it's going to ask you for some type of name for your ad set. You can name it anything that you want to name it, okay? So I'm just going to say Pangea Views 3, okay? So whatever product or service or business that you're offering, you can name it that. Maybe you're trying to just generate leads or activity or traffic to your website. You can do that. And as you scroll down here, this is the part that we kind of got into some trouble yesterday with Facebook not cooperating. But we started talking about the different locations that you can hit, depending on what type of video you have, or depending on what type of business or product or service that you're offering. Some of you might only be doing business in the United States, so you want to keep it just at the United States. Like with Pangea, we do business pretty much anywhere except for the countries that, are struggling, like Assyria or something like that. We're not going to do business. But you can go through here and, you can start to type some of the countries that maybe you want to do business in, okay? So we're going to go ahead and pick, and look at that. I don't know if you saw that. When I typed in England, I can go as in depth as England, Arkansas. You probably didn't even know there was an England, Arkansas, but there is, okay? So you can literally nail it down to whatever city or state that you're in. Think about that. Think about being able to nail a demographic down to an event that you're promoting or an opportunity to attend one of your events, and you want to focus on people in a 100-mile radius. You can absolutely do that, right? I could go here right now and I could get rid of United States. I could get rid of England, and what I could do is I could go in here and let's say that I'm in Bentonville, Arkansas, okay? I could choose Bentonville, Arkansas. Now you see it gives me the radius of people that I can actually hit in there. Now I can also raise this miles, okay? If I want to go to even all the way up to 50 miles, I can do that. And what you can see is my potential reach drastically increased, okay? So when I go back here to 25, let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? when I'm at 25, you can see that my number almost cut in half. So when I went to 50-mile radius, which is not very far to drive, by the way, if you're offering some type of event or something like that, if you'd like to connect with people, if you're adding value in your community, you can do that. So, you know, there's other areas that I'm close to, like Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm about an hour and a half away from there. So I can start to add some of these groups. Look at that, 1.2 million is now my potential reach. I've got, there's a lot of different areas. Joplin, Missouri. I'm right in the four-state area of Joplin, Missouri, and Kansas City. So now you can see, you know, that's even, you know, we're at 1.2 still. It didn't increase it that much. But as you can see, you can really nail it down to whatever demographic you want. Now, I will tell you, the broader the range, the more opportunity for views you're going to have, obviously, because your potential reach is more. And also your daily budget, how much you're willing to spend on a daily budget, you'll see it's going to change based upon what you're doing right here, how much you're spending. Now, we talked about this as well. You know, there's a lot of products and services out there that are geared towards specific people. So, you know, in our product, you know, we have a travel product. I would probably go for people that are 21 and older, somewhere in that range. You could go 18. I mean, you know, that's our cutoff for our business. You have to be 18 to be able to do it. So just know the rules of your company or whatever business you're promoting. Know your demographic. Know who you're really trying to go after. I mean, you can nail it down to, we have, right now, we have English in our website. We have Spanish. So I could go here to Spanish. And we also have French, okay? So I could go to all of French. Now you can see that things start to dissect a little bit. My number went from 1.2 million down to 1.1, okay? So it went down. You might be saying, why? Well, it's because we're narrowing our focus down a little bit. Now, here's where it gets really cool. You can start to break down demographics by even someone's race, right? You can, what their financial, you know, what their financial well-being is. Look at that, financial. So look, I could literally go after income if I wanted to nail it down to say, hey, I only want to deal with people that are making 100,000 to 125,000 or up, right? You can see, look how bad my number dropped when I did that. So if you're going to be dealing with the financial numbers, that's cool. That's no problem. But you want to make sure to pick more than just one. You want to make sure, you know, if you don't want to deal with anyone who's making less than 100,000, make sure you pick everything over that 100,000 mark. Now, in addition to that, you could go to interest. So like for me, we have, we're in the travel business. Okay. So all frequent travelers, look at that, interest and behaviors, right? That means these people love to travel. They're traveling on a regular basis. And I don't know if you saw that number, but it's huge. Vacations, look at that, 163 million people. Now, I tell you this, if I went back up here and I added the United States, let's watch this. Let it pop up here for us, add the United States. I want you to watch that number now. Now look at that. We're at 82 million people. I've got 82 million people in the United States, Spanish, English, French speaking. We know that their behaviors are they're frequent travelers and they love to vacation. Now, again, you can even go down here to what their income levels are, right? What their interests are, anything that you want, their behaviors, their interests, anything that you want from that perspective. And the more dissecting that you do, the better it's going to get for you, okay? So just keep that in mind when you start doing it. Now, in addition to that, you could also go out there and maybe you could find a competitor in your industry, okay? Now, I'm not gonna type in one of my competitors' name because I don't wanna do that, but you get the idea. If you're competing against another network marketing company, you could literally go in here and put that company's name in there and you could start to attract the people that have already liked or have already viewed their websites and their friends, right? So look, we've got a potential reach of 82 million people right now. We're gonna go ahead here and we're just going to do, you can actually go after people that like your page, as you can see, or friends of people that like your page if you want to, or you can even exclude people, right? If you don't want to go after the people that you're currently working with, you don't have to, okay? So let's continue to scroll down here. I'm just going to show you how I do it. I do automatic placements, okay? I let Facebook decide where the best place to put it is. Now I want to show you this, okay? This daily budget. I talked about $5, okay? So let's see if I go with $5, what it's going to take the number two. So with $5, you can see that it says that I can probably reach about 2,700 people to 3,400 people a day. That's on Instagram, because if you remember, Facebook and Instagram are integrated. So I can actually market to people on Facebook and Instagram at the very same time. Now think about this for a second. Instagram, okay? Instagram, what do? Their pictures, their videos, and things like that. Now, as you can see, we're doing video views. So I'm gonna scroll down here just like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit continuing. Ad scheduling, I let it run all the time. Okay, if you have a segment of the market you want to go after a certain time, you can definitely do that. I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue. And here I use a single video. That's what I currently use. You can use anything that you want. Okay, anything that you want, you definitely can do. Let's see here. 3. We're going to name the ad right there, Pangea 3 views. Now, look, I already have a video that I've uploaded in here, okay? But here's what I want to tell you. I'm going to go to Browse Library because I already have this video right here, okay? This is a video I have. I'm going to choose it. And I'm going to hit Select. And it's going to upload. Now, when it uploads, here's what's cool. They let me choose whatever image I want to be the thing that people see. So you can see if I wanted to select that, I absolutely could do that. It's completely up to you. I personally like this one because I thought it was a pretty cool image. I think people would click on it, okay? So I've got a single image. Now, again, if you don't have anything uploaded, you have to upload the raw file. Do not try to upload a YouTube link here. You need the actual file to upload, and you're going to be able to choose what image you want. It's pretty cool how Facebook does that. It picks out thumbnails, and you get to decide what you want. Now, here's the other cool thing, okay, and the thing that you need to remember. If you have multiple businesses, you need to make sure that you're picking the business that you want for this actual page, okay? So I'm going to select Pangea here. And when you scroll down here, you can actually start to change the ad, okay? So as many of you know, I had another company called 2SL. That's why you're seeing that. But let's go ahead, and I like doing something like this. I like asking a question. Do you like to travel? Do you like to travel? That's a pretty easy question for people to answer yes or no, right? So there we are. We say, do you like to travel? Now, I definitely would add a URL, okay? So you can add whatever you want, but I'm going to go ahead and add pangeafreedom.com. Now, obviously, you would want to send them to pangeafreedom.com, okay? You would want to send them to whatever website that you want. Now, the website URL, keep in mind, that's where they're going to redirect. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here in 1 second. But you could display it as something else. You could display it as travel. I love to travel.com. Now, I'm going to encourage you not to do that, okay? And I'll tell you why. Because people will just sometimes click on whatever link that they see, okay? So just keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead here and just type in Pangea Freedom again. There we go. Okay, now the headline is what's going to show right above this URL. So, learn how to travel for less. Let's just see what it looks like. Learn how to travel for less. Right here's the website. Do you like to travel? They're going to click on this. They're going to see my video. Now, here's the kicker. Here's the key thing, right? You want to absolutely have a call to action. Is it book now, download, learn more, shop now, sign up, whatever it is, you absolutely need to figure it out, okay? Now, I will tell you, if you're going to pick sign up or something like that, I don't think that that's really a good choice. I do like the learn more the best. That's usually the default option. That's just me, but you can choose it for whatever you would like, okay? So that's the key thing right there. So what you're going to be able to do, all I would have to do is hit place order. And when it does that, Facebook's going to go, they're going to take a look at my ad. They're going to make sure that I have a video that makes sense for what I'm trying to promote. I'm not trying to promote something that is unethical or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and click here, and you guys can see This is exactly what someone would see if they actually clicked our video, okay? So I've created something that clearly, as you can see, is about travel. It's very intense, it's very exciting, it's very quick. It's 20 to 30-second video that literally you can create on Fiverr.com, as we've already talked about in one of the previous things, for 30 to 40 bucks. Maybe even only $10. This video right here literally cost us about $40 to create. Okay, as you can see, it says learn more. And if I was to hit learn more, what's it going to do? It's going to take me to pangeafreedom.com. Okay, so we know that everything's working the way that we want. We've selected our demographic. We've uploaded our video. We've only chosen one video. If you scroll down here, you can see how it's going to look in different areas. You know, how it's going to look on Instagram, how it's going to look on a news feed, a mobile feed, see Instagram feed. You can see how it looks right there. Very cool, right? So this is how you create a video ad. And what I'm telling you is this. I'm going to guarantee you something, okay? If you will do what I just showed you to do, create your ads account, set up a video views, create a video for, you know, or maybe you have a video existing, okay, that's building your own brand, not a company brand. It's building you and whatever value you're wanting to add. Do not put your company video on here, please. Put something that's going to add value to people's lives. It's going to redirect people to be able to capture their information on your landing page where you can deliver some value, and make sure that your video coincides with your landing page. Makes perfect sense, right? I mean, why wouldn't it make sense? Whatever you're presenting someone on this video that's going to have a call to action, when they get to your landing page, there has to be a correlation there. There has to be something that says, wow, okay, I get it now. Now I'm going to enter my information. I'm going to get whatever it is, whatever value that you can give them. That's what you're looking for. Okay. So look, I'm not going to create this. I'm actually not going to, I mean, I would bump my, my amount up from $5, number one. And number two, not that there's anything wrong with it, but number two, I want to tell you something. When you hit place order, you need to make sure that you have a video that has a call to action that people can actually move on. Now, I don't want you to get discouraged for something, okay? Because here's the deal. You might have 100,000 people view your website, or I mean, view your video, and you literally might only have 200 people actually take the next step. But think about this. If it only cost you, you know, 30 bucks to get 100,000 people, or $30 to get 30,000 views, and you got 300 people or even 100 people to get your website, do you think it was worth it? The answer is absolutely yes, right? It's targeted traffic. It's traffic that you've built down in a niche. So with that being said, that is going to conclude day number 17. And I got to tell you, I feel like I added some value to you here today. I want to remind you and encourage you to get back and make sure to do 15 to 30 minutes of mindset and personal development for you, so you can expand and become the leader that people want to follow. I will see you on day number 18. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.